Hi guys, this is Miss Jess, and this is our last week of our STEAM summer program. Our theme is dinosaurs. So you can get your STEAM kit at the library while supplies last. And in your beautiful STEAM kit, you will get a little bag, different colored clay, a fossil dinosaur, three different colored pom-poms, some small shells, and a slightly larger shell that's different. You will also get this really fun little game that you can play. So this is your board for your board game. And you're gonna use your little pom-poms as your little pieces to move around the board. And for your die, you're gonna have this paper. I cut it out already. You cut it out all along the edges, and then you're gonna fold it on the lines. So see how I folded it? Make nice kind of clean cut folds. So they're nice and folded. Fold them all the solid lines, you're gonna fold it. And then, once they're all folded, it'll be a lot easier to either tape it together like this, or you can glue it together by putting glue on these little tabs here. So I'm going to attempt to glue it so I can show you. So any little tabs you have, you're going to put glue on. Probably easier to tape it, but like a challenge. And also I don't have any tape on me right now. All right. So I put glue here. So I'm just gonna kind of pinch it together and pinch it together. Just start with one side at a time. So that's already together. Now, any little flaps that you folded are where the glue goes. So you're gonna put glue on the top of this flap, top of this flap, that one. Okay, and then you kind of like tuck them in there. The flaps go on the inside so you can't see them. Just kind of like gently kind of press them in there. And then I have one more that needs glue and glue. And then gently tuck them in there. The last one's a little tricky. That's why tape is also nice. But, ta-da! Then you just roll that, and if it lands on this little guy, then you move your little pom-pom to that little guy, and you have to see from start to finish who gets there first. You can also use just a regular 1 or 2 dice, but this one's kind of fun to toss around. So that's one cool thing you're gonna get. You're also gonna get this lovely coloring sheet, Meet the Dinosaurs, and I've already colored in one of them. You can circle your favorite dinosaur. We have count and color. So as you see here, the first line has a number 3. So I colored in 1, 2, 3 dinosaurs. So for this one here, 4, you would color in 4 dinosaurs. And this one, 1 and 2, and so on. We also have shadow matching. So one is started for you. You can see this little guy here, his shadow matches this one here. So see if you can match up these other ones to their little silhouette shadow. And now I would like to read you some information about dinosaurs and fossils. We're gonna learn some cool stuff together. This is Dinosaurs by Gail Gibbons. Gail Gibbons writes a lot of really cool nonfiction picture books that make it really easy to learn and have fun doing it. Dinosaurs. Dinosaur means fearfully great lizard in Greek. So what does dinosaur mean? Fearfully great lizard. Dinosaurs lived between 230 and 65 million years ago, millions of years before people lived on the earth. Here they are. There were small dinosaurs. These little guys here. See if I can pronounce some of them. Ankylosaurus, Oviraptor, Protoceratops. Oh, that was an easy one. Stegosaurus, I know that one. And then there were bigger dinosaurs, like the Tyrannosaurus and the Ankylosaurus, and then huge dinosaurs. See, for some reason I thought the Tyrannosaurus was really big, but it turns out there's even bigger dinosaurs than that, like the Brachiosaurus, the Apatosaurus, and the Argentinosaurus. Look at that. They're so big. Sometimes, when dinosaurs died, mud, sand, and other materials slowly covered them. The remains of dinosaurs and what surrounded them became fossils. A fossil is the remains of a plant or animal that lived at least 10,000 years ago. Although dinosaurs lived for millions and millions of years, the first fossils that scientists determined to be those of a dinosaur were not discovered until the 1820s. Wow, it took them a really long time to dig up some dinosaur bones. Paleontologists. Do you know what that is? That is a scientist who studies fossils. Since then, paleontologists have studied fossils found at discovery sites. By doing this, they have been trying to learn what dinosaurs look like, right? Because we don't have any pictures of dinosaurs or videos or anything like that. So they use the dinosaur bones to try and guess what the dinosaurs looked like. Studying fossils also helps us learn how dinosaurs lived. There are about 1,000 known kinds of non-bird dinosaurs. Most led solitary lives. So the fossils can also help us learn what they ate, how they were with their babies, how long they lived, all kinds of cool stuff. Scientists believe a huge meteorite slammed into Earth's surface about 65 million years ago, making an enormous crater. Millions of tons of dirt, sand, and dust were blasted into the atmosphere. Volcanoes erupted. There were earthquakes and tidal waves. So you've got a meteor. After a meteor hits Earth, it's called a meteorite. I didn't know that. So when it's coming at you, meteor. When it lands, meteorite. And then you've got a big crater. Sunlight couldn't shine through the dust and dirt that darkened the sky. Many plants died, and along with them, the dinosaurs also disappeared. So not only could maybe meteors and volcanoes and all kinds of horrible natural disasters have wiped out the dinosaurs, but this says also because the sunlight and the air couldn't get through, all the debris that also contributed to the dinosaurs dying out. Dinosaurs no longer existed, but some plants and smaller animals survived the disaster. Life went on. So it looks like those animals that are related to dinosaurs still live on today. Here, I'm gonna try and pronounce this. Archaeopteryx. There we go. Archaeopteryx. A bird-like theropod lived about 150 million years ago. It had feathered wings and a feathered tail. Paleontologists believe that birds are the descendants of these dinosaurs. So that's a kind of dinosaur that had feathers and a tail, and they believe that the birds of today were related to this dinosaur. Pretty cool. Many people enjoy going to the Natural History Museum to see dinosaur exhibits. Dinosaurs, they were amazing creatures. Paleontologists continue to make discoveries about them today. Have you ever gone to a museum and seen a dinosaur? Not a real one, just the fossils. The end. That was great. I love that. Okay, so now I just want to show you this book here real quick. This is Super Simple Fossil Projects. So there's different types of fossils. There's body fossils and trace fossils. Body fossils, what do you think that is? Body, right? Body fossils are the remains or imprints of an animal or plant. Bones are body fossils, so are teeth, shells, leaves, and branches. Body fossils are the most common type of fossils. Then we have trace fossils. Let's see what those are. Trace fossils show activity from long ago. Footprints and tracks are trace fossils. So is an ancient animal's burrow. That's their little hole in the ground that they live in. Trace fossils give us clues about an animal's behavior. They can tell how an animal moved, ate, or slept. So, get our little informational sheet here. What is a fossil? Fossils are the remains of once living animals or plants. Fossils represent the ancestors of animals and plants that are alive today. There are many different types of fossils to be found. People who study fossils are called, do you remember? Paleontologists. They divided fossils into two major groups, body fossils and trace fossils, just like we said. So here's some examples: body fossils and trace fossils. For body fossils, there's plants, animals, and looks like there's a shell, and I see, wow, some bones, petrified wood, whole body of a mammoth, and insects trapped in amber. Then the trace fossils record the activity of an animal. So these include footprints, trackways, and coprolites, which is fossil poop. So that's dinosaur poop that's been fossilized over millions of years. I did not include any dinosaur poop in your bag. I'm sorry. You'll just have to go out and find some for yourself. But what I did give you was clay. You'll have different color than me probably. So we're gonna use this and our dinosaur skeleton and our different shells to try and make some of our own different fossils. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you how to do it. Let's go, I'm so excited. Okay, so the first thing you wanna do is take your little bag of clay, and open it up. It's a little difficult to get it out, so kind of like squeeze it like that and then kind of pull it out, kind of like twist it and pull it, twist it and pull it. Mine's a little easier to come out because I already took it out and played with it because I couldn't wait for you guys, sorry. Okay, so let's kind of squish it into like a little bit of a pancake. You still want some thickness to it. Put that down there. So first we're gonna take our little dinosaur. Now what I wanna do is, make sure first of all that it's gonna be long enough. This dinosaur is a little bit longer. You might have a different dinosaur. There was a few different dinosaurs, so everyone just got random ones. Okay, that looks like it's gonna fit. Maybe a little bit longer. I wanna make sure I get that tail in there too. Okay, so you're not gonna wanna press down hard. You're gonna wanna just gently place it on and kind of like rock it a little bit. Rock it back and forth and up and down. If you push too hard, it'll get stuck in there. All right, then can I gently wiggle him out? What do I have here? Looks like a body fossil. So you can see his head, his little feet, his ribs, his tail. Cool. I'm gonna try that again, but I'm gonna make it a little bit thicker. Let's see. Kind of like rock it a little bit. Rock it, rock it, rock it. Oops, not too much. You don't want to get stuck in there. I'll wiggle him out. Oh, that one's so much better. Oh, that one looks awesome. I like that one. All right, now let's try one of our little tiny shells. Oops, get out of there, pom-pom. Okay, take my little shell, kind of rock it in a little bit, and then pull it out. Oh, that made an interesting little shape, little fossil. And then you might have a different kind of shell. I tried to give you a couple of different shells. This one's a little bit bigger. Let's see what happens when I gently kind of rock it into there. Back and forth, up and down. Get a little sticky. Oh no, too sticky. Oh, there we go. See, if you push it too hard, it gets a little stuck on there. Okay, there we go. That's cool. Let me try that one again. Oh, a little stick. Yeah, there. All right, let me try it again, but a little bit more gentle. Rock it, rock it, rock it, rock it. Gently, gently, gently. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Let's see what happens when I do the back part. Should be a little bit different. Rock it, rock it. And gently kind of pop it out. Yep, it's a different kind of fossil. See what other things you can use in your house. You might have little plastic animals, maybe a Lego, maybe a cool shell you got at the seashore. Also, this is just nice and fun to play with. Make sure when you're done playing with your little Play-Doh, you either put it back in like a little Tupperware or seal it in a plastic bag, because otherwise it will dry out, unless you want it to. If you want to make a fossil and then have it dry out, you can leave it out, but the air will definitely make your clay harden, and then you won't be able to play with it anymore. So I just kind of like squish it back in here, but you can put it in a bigger plastic bag or like a little Tupperware or something. There we go. All ready to play again later. So I hope you enjoyed our little dinosaur steam kit. Make sure you go pick up your bag of supplies in the library while supplies last, and come visit us. We had tons of cool dinosaur books. See you later.